I don't live in the Northland, but as part of the Northland CAPS this past year, one of the toughest things to do is start making that networking and connection. So it's been useful and I appreciate it. So anyway, I'm going to fly through what Northland CAPS is fairly quickly. There's some information on the table. Lots of people at this point think have heard of our brand. We did add an extra school district this year. We got Excelsior Springs on board. So we do now have all 7 of the major cities in the Northlands working with us. We are a high school program, juniors and seniors. They are immersed with us for 2.5 hours per day during the school year, first semester. Second semester they work on the internships. I'll touch on that briefly. Getting any movement of the screen. Okay. Good. All right. Quickly, our program is based around business partners. We combine education with businesses in simple terms. Our curriculum is driven by our business partners. Here's a list of a few. On the tables, there's a 8.5 by 11 form that has about 300 of them, I think, on there now. We're broken down by strands: engineering, technology, medical. We've added a creative part to the information solution piece this year, and we also added a global logistics strand. All right? And this is why I'm here today. As I said, we operate first semester off projects that are provided by our business partners, and the question comes up constantly: what is a project? What constitutes a project? And this is the simplest definition I can come up with. It's an authentic project requires associates to solve a real business problem for an authentic audience. We do not make up things. We do not do what ifs. We depend upon businesses to bring problems or challenges to us, which we review with the students and determine if it's capable of being done. Please know that these students have 0 prerequisites coming into our program. While most of them at least have a desire or an interest, they do not come to us pre-programmed, ready to take on these challenges. What we do is our curriculum's driven by the projects. Based on the projects, we bring in experts, industry experts, mentors, business partners, to address that particular issue in different ways to approach that problem, and then we turn them loose. And it gets very interesting, mainly because the students they're engaged. They get to choose what they want to learn about. So it becomes a self-learning environment as much as anything. If you want to move it on. All right, our goals of this, not simply, I've got about 10 bullet points under each one of these if you want to look at them, but what we're working with our students is communications, collaboration, time and project management, or somebody recently said choice management instead of time management. I like that term. Creative, innovative, critical thinking, problem solving, integrity, and trust. I was at a meeting yesterday and someone said, well, are your students learning content? And I said, if you asked me, my students could have passed my marketing test 2 years ago when I was teaching high school marketing, the answer is probably no. Just like my marketing students could not pass my final 3 days after they took it. All right? The difference is these students come out of the program with the ability to find the answer. I might not know what the 4 P's are, but I can figure it out real quick and I can apply it. So that's what the projects are designed for. Jennifer? What I'm going to do is run through 4 projects, what I call small or small scope projects, and then 2 large ones. You can operate with us anywhere in between, and that's what we're going to talk about. So Missouri Kansas Supply Company comes to us. They had bought a CRM 4 years ago, but like most businesses, they don't have time to stop doing business to implement their CRM. So we took the problem on, and Jennifer, the results is this. My strand did it, Global Business Entrepreneurship. I had 2 associates assigned to it. We have them in class 5 days a week, but they're doing other things. So it's not you get them, every minute of the day they're with us. In this case, they worked 2 days a week over a 30-day period. They met both at MKS's site and also in our site. Our students are embedded in businesses or in manufacturing or in hospitals based on their strands. So I'm in Bank Liberty in Gladstone. And the deliverable was an updated existing customer CRM. The students not only populated it, but they trained their staff. They flew their sales staff in to be trained by two 17-year-olds or 18-year-olds. Next slide. And this is Charles and Alyssa. Alyssa was offered a part-time job at the end of the project. She graduated mid-year. She turned it down and went to work for Bank Liberty, which was unique because Bank Liberty normally doesn't hire 17-year-olds. Charles is headed to the University of Missouri on a piano concert. He's a concert pianist. Unbelievable. All right, next one. This is a smaller one also. Museum, the National Airline History Museum. They restore old aircraft. They use volunteer work to do this. From what Kurt Kelly over here, our Information Solution Instruction tells me, they had literally thousands and thousands of manuals, and they needed a way to make the process a little more convenient. Next slide. So this was done through his students, two of which at the end of the project, second semester, transitioned into interns with the museum. 1 day a week during first semester, both at the museum Center Riverport, created a process for scanning documentation in to create an electronic database that is utilized on tablets, I understand, right, Kurt? Tablets?
Yeah, make a searchable PDF so that they could carry it with them
when they're working on it. So stay out of the attic and all the dust. So those are two small projects. Those are things that don't take a lots of input, ours, but there's skill sets that are developed in doing this that they can take to the next level when they start looking at internship opportunities. All right, next one. Here's a picture of the kids at the space, which we actually, one of our business partners, they provide workspace there for us also. Next one. This was on our webpage, and I'm going to skim over it pretty fast. This is extremely extensive. This was a grant that we were given. We had students, over 30 students from all 4 strands working on it. They met at the Sprint Accelerator every Wednesday throughout the semester, and at the end, again, this is above my head exactly. They're making wearable medical devices to stop the readmission of heart patients, because if you're readmitted within 30 days, Medicare or Medicaid does not pay for it. So medical industry is very interested in this. Go ahead, Jennifer. So approximately 30 students, they met every Wednesday for 3 months, and then they pitched their products to a panel, kind of a Shark Tank panel at the end of the program. I believe we had either an engineering student, or was it one of yours, Kurt, that ended up creating an app that is being pursued? Okay, I think it's one of the engineer students. And then the other large project, this is this is Sprint Accelerator where the students work, and this is one of their presentations where they're actually